So, hello everyone. Yeah, I think I'm live. Maybe someone is gonna be here with me. It's a very spontaneous live, and yeah, I'm just following my intuition, and I have prepared a couple of live series for you with the name Lead with Love. And today is the start, and in the next few days, I'm gonna come live a few times with different topics. And today I want to talk about how you can connect with your soul or your soul frequency, how you can connect more deeply with your purpose, get more sharp on your purpose, feel it more precisely or sharply, and I want to talk about the difference of manifesting from the soul frequency, the energy of the soul, and manifesting from the ego. So welcome to anyone that is here in my groups and on all my profiles. So why am I actually going live today, and what is the purpose? First of all, I just feel I want to extend my own gratitude to you. I want to welcome you in my groups and everyone that's new here, especially, so you get to know me and what I'm all about. So, and the second reason is, of course, that next week the Awakening Leaders is going to start a mentoring program for all of you that feel I want to open my intuitive channel. I want to be in a container for awakening, for spiritual leadership, for ascension. I want to be part of a big initiation in the 12th great race of the spiritual world, master energies, and I want to also enhance my intuitive, clairvoyant, clairsentient gifts to be able to help other people in my own healing work in a more effective way. So maybe before we dive into the topic today, I want to just tell you a little bit about my story. I actually posted a few things already where I was telling about my own childhood and how I actually was gifted with a highly intuitive, clairvoyant, and into a gift of perception, and how I had my first awakenings in my early 20s at a Vipassana retreat. So I have dedicated my whole life to awakening, to finding God, and to helping others to find their way back to God. And in the last few days, I really went through a process of self-reflection and tuning in with my own soul frequency. And the answer to my reflection was that the main topic I'm going to be teaching in the next few years and in the next decades is going to be awakening, because awakening is what my whole life is about. And that is also why I have developed Awakening Leaders, where I help people to have an experience of full spiritual awakening, connecting with source, plug into source, plug into the quantum field, and also, of course, connect with soul. So what does it mean to connect with soul? Or maybe first of all, what is the soul? So in my book, I brought it here. This is my first book, The Soul Creation, The Power of Source Aligned Manifestation. I'm writing about the energy of the soul and the soul frequency, and how each human being has a very specific print, a soul print or a blueprint, a frequency that is unique. It's similar to our fingerprints. We have a soul print. And part of our journey here, part of our purpose, or the reason why we incarnate, is to remember who we are, to find out what our purpose is, to find out what our talents are, to find out what our mission are. And this is the reason why we're here, and to finally become closer and closer and closer with our own frequency, and to become closer to the universal field of love, or God, or the universe. So the first step of an awakening process is to connect to your own soul, to your own soul frequency. And the soul is the part in you that is eternal, that is still connected with God, that is still home in that sense, that is in an energy of love, of peace, of harmony, of extension, of light. And it really is the truth about ourselves. So the soul is the true essence that each and every one of us has inside. And when we incarnate here and when we grow up, most people tend to forget who they are. They fall asleep. They start to believe in the world of illusion. They start to believe lies about themselves. They start to believe that they're limited beings instead of limitless beings, right? And in an awakening process, the veil of illusions is relieved, right? It's just taken away. It's like waking up. So I'm sure that many of you have had these kind of experiences, and I've had many in long retreats with my teachers, in meditations. So awakening is to wake up to truth and to see things clearly and as they truly are. So for example, when you wake up, you all of a sudden know that you're not a body, you know that you're a mind, you know that you're energy. And you know that you're limitless because you know that you are connected with the field of limitless potential, with the quantum field. And on the other hand, when you're sleeping, you think and you believe and you also experience the reality of your beliefs, that you are a body, that you're a victim of your reality. You can't control it. Things just happen to you without any reason. You don't know where you came from. You also don't know where you're going to. So this is the contrary. And what I help people is to really remember who they are, to remember that they're limitless, to remember that they're loved and loved, that the true essence of all of us is love. It's the vibration, the energy of love, it's an all-encompassing field of love. And when you are, for example, sitting with a master, a true master, and I have my own teacher who is a master, a living master, you can feel the energy of limitless love and empathy and also the healing that comes with it. And in the Awakening Leaders, that is going to start next week on the 31st of January, we have 6 months altogether. And anyone that is watching the replay also, I'm inviting you in. I put the link above the video, and you can also book a call with me if you have questions. It is a very deep transformational experience where not only you will have a catalyst experience of your awakening, but also you will be initiated in 12 master keys or master rays. So there are the ascendant masters, and I've been working with them for many, many years and teaching many people online and offline how to connect with these master energies or master keys. And when you're connected with these high vibrational beings of love, of light, of compassion, not only your own life is much easier because you can use the energies for your own manifestation, for your healing, but also, and most importantly, you can use it for your work with people, because most of you are already in the field of coaching, healing, therapy, whatever. And many of you want to become that, right? So, but let's start maybe with this, the 5 levels of the soul purpose. I brought them here. And I just want to go over it a little bit, because the 5 levels of soul purpose are also a key that help you to remember your own soul frequency. And when you remember your soul or the essence, or you connect with it, you also have access to your purpose, your mission, your function here on earth, because each soul has this unique vibration, and in the vibration are also encoded all the karmic patterns, the karmic information, the purpose, the contracts you have brought into this lifetime, the contracts you have made with other souls. This is really interesting. We have these contracts not only on the personal level, but also on the professional level with others, to help each other, to learn from each other. And all of this is encoded in our own essence, in the frequency. And when you connect with it and you remember it, you get access to it, and you start to know things. This is what a clair knowing is, or a psychic or an intuitive. And that is what I'm helping you to become, or to develop, right? The senses, the clear senses in awakening leaders, right? So when you remember the soul essence, the soul frequency, you start to know also, and to feel, and to be really certain about what your purpose is in this lifetime. Yeah, and I know that many people struggle with that. Even if you're already living your purpose, sometimes you have phases in life where you're really questioning it, and you're like, okay, I feel that something else wants to come through me, because we are evolutionary beings. We are in an evolution, and sometimes things fall apart and new things want to be born through us or be channeled through us. And right now the times are changing so rapidly on Earth, and the frequency is changing. So we have to be able to be really flexible and to adjust to the new frequencies and to the new consciousness, and also to the new structures on Earth, on the planet, because things are changing rapidly. So we have to adapt. And we can either resist the change and start to be really scared of it and start to blame others, for example, the government, the society, whatever. Yeah, we can fraction our minds, separate, and become more dual, or we can stay in the consciousness of singularity and be really inclusive and responsible. What does being responsible mean? It means to respond to something in a grown-up and healthy way. It doesn't mean that you deny what's there. It means that you respond to it and you take a firm stand, and that you declare that you are the light of the world, because you are a light worker. You bring the light with you. The light is your soul. The light is the essence of your soul. It is a ray, like a ray of light that is connected to source. It's connected to God. And when you connect with it, it will bring you back to source and to God without time, without space, because there is no time and space. It is all happening simultaneously, right? So when you remember that, and when you connect with it, you can start to extend it, and you can start to adapt to the changes in our world, in our society faster, and you can be of service. And this is the most important thing. You can lead with love. And this is why this series has the name Lead with Love. This is the first part. And there are 3 more, so stay tuned in the next few days. It is going to be at no specific time. I will just do it spontaneously. And I just want to go over the 5 levels of soul purpose that you can see here. I write about it in my book, Soul Creation, The Power of Source-Aligned Manifestation. So what are the characteristics of the soul purpose? First of all, of course, the joy. So what is it that you really love to do and that you loved to do in your childhood? What are the things that you're totally passionate about? What are the things that you are like, okay, I just have to do it? It's not even something I have to force myself to do it. It's like, so I have so much joy doing it. So joy is the frequency of God, it's the frequency of the soul. And you can be certain, if you are in true joy, yeah, deep joy, that you're connected with your soul, right? So ask yourself, what are the things that truly make me happy? And how can you connect with soul on a practical way? I would totally suggest you to practice any form of meditation, of mindfulness. You can do yoga, you can do breath work, you can do guided meditations. I recorded a lot of guided meditations for the Awakening Leaders Mentoring that are like the guided meditations that I record. They're really infused with the light of master energies. So they help you to raise your frequency very fast and also to maintain your frequency high, right? But any practice of making space, letting go of the ego, letting go of fear, letting go of contraction will help you to connect with your soul, okay? So this is an important step. And then find out what your highest joy is. Of course, the gift, this is an important level. Like, what are the things that you are just good at? Things that you can do. Those are often the talents that we have also practiced in past lifetimes, but we brought them with us. Yeah, it's like part of our karma, the good karma, that we have these gifts and talents, and we just remember it, right? Some things you know that you didn't learn them in this lifetime, you just know that you knew them always. So those are the gifts of your soul that you brought with you into this lifetime. And then the third one is the weakness. The weakness is equally important as the first two ones or the other ones, because every weakness or vulnerability is often connected to a wound in your field, maybe to a trauma. And trauma healing, also collective trauma healing, is highly interesting. I love to work with trauma in my healing work, in the constellation work also. But I really look on trauma as a portal into awakening, a portal into light, if you use it. If a trauma happens, or you're deeply wounded or hurt by an outside circumstance, you always have the choice. Either you go back into victim consciousness and you complain and you try to find in the outside the cause, or you become inclusive, singular, and you're asking the right questions. For example, what does this want to teach me, the situation? What can I learn here? Or what would love do? What would the answer be if I'm completely identified with love and singularity? And that's how you can shift it. And then when you have this more healthy and inclusive perspective, you can use the trauma for your awakening. You can use it as a portal into light, right? And that's why the weakness is equally important. And same with the crisis. They go hand in hand. Every crisis is also a portal into light. And then the last one, of course, the service. So in the service area, we can always ask ourselves, what does the world need right now? And when you look around in the world, especially today, you will see a lot of darkness, and you will see a lot of friction and a lot of separation and polarization and a lot of fear, because things fall apart and they're quite chaotic and people are reactive to that. And the more people are unconscious and reacting unconsciously, the more friction we will also see, because it's like a ripple effect. So that is also why it's so important right now that many of us wake up and start to identify continuously with singularity, with the mind of God, with wholeness, with inclusiveness, with forgiveness, and with soul, because all of these qualities are the qualities of the soul. So maybe that's a good final theme, and then I want to close the live. So why is awakening not only a personal thing? Because we are connected with wholeness. We are connected with the earth, with the planet, with society, and it actually is one mind. So our awakening is really a responsibility in that sense, and a holy duty. It's like a holy purpose. And when we decide to go fully into it, to really commit to awakening, the angels, the masters, the helpers, they will appear. They will be there, because the field of love is strong. It's stronger than the field of fear. And it really is up to you to make the decision. Okay? So I hope this was inspiring for you. And I'm gonna have 3 more lives that are all connected to the theme Lead with Love and Awakening Leaders. And I'm happy that you were here. I'm happy for all of you that are watching the replays. And as I said, I will start next week with Awakening Leaders. If you feel you want to join, just look at the sites that I put above the video, or connect with me to talk to me, and I'm happy to help you and to get to know you. And I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.